Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to the Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts Dreadnought Improvement Project. Great game. Netherlands campaign. Goodness me, that's a long thing. Probably just shorten it to the Netherlands campaign or the Dutch campaign. I think it is time we got some pre-dreadnoughts built. Now we have 4 hulls to choose from. We have the small battleship, the modified barbette ship, which is garbage, the experimental battleship 1, and the battleship 2. Now, of these, I'm kind of between these two. Experimental battleship 1 does kind of fit with our battle strategy, the Van Uwix. The Delft would be a very fat, slow ship on minimum displacement. So that kind of works. And then we'll build an ocean-going pre-dreadnought later. But really, these are gonna take over from the cruisers as our home protection thing. So I'm probably only going to build 2 of these. Yeah, might as well just build the. Wow. Okay. Rocket. Yeah. Only, well, at least there is a tower I can fit. Because, yeah, that does not. And then we kind of want a matching one, I guess. The 2? Yeah, the 2. Okay. And then we want to move that as far back as we can. Interesting. Funnels. Yes. Still rubbish engine efficiency. Although we do now have triple expansion engines, which makes a bit of a difference. We don't have the induced boilers yet, unfortunately. We can have anti-torpedo defenses, which is nice. Barbettes. Interesting. Gun-wise, I'd love to use 12s. The reload is a bit pants, but you know, you want your big solid guns. And then casemate 6. And then we can have secondary 6-inch guns as well. For, I think, a pretty solid little amount of firepower. I can even get all those 3-inch guns on. And some torpedoes. It's so fat. I love it. Right. Yes, we want a barbette if we have that option. I'm going to go soft cap. High explosive. White powder. Yes, please. Well, no, yeah, white powder. Gun cotton. 16-inch torpedoes. Enhanced reload. And a rangefinder. Check that out. Fancy stuff. Armoring. Obviously, we don't want a 6-inch shell to be able to do very much to us. So we're going to want a fair amount of chunk. 18-inch. Yeah, that ain't happening. Could we get as much as 12-inch? 12-inch is not great, but it will protect us against 10-inch guns. And smaller. Deck armor is not going to be super important. Although, let's go up to 0.5. 4-inch on the superstructure. 14 on the tower. Which we're also going to want on the turret. 4-inch on the 6-inch guns. 6-inch on those. Let's just go 4 actually. 11% overweight. Again, it's that mid-belt armor. 12 inch is very thick. Turrets. Okay, even just the shells. I could downgrade to 11s. Oh yeah, let's go 11s. Although I haven't put the armor on them. And let's just go with 12 on them for now. And let's reduce this down to 10. Very close. There we go. So they're not amazing, I'll be honest. Not amazing, the Delfts. But, you know, they're okay, I think. They certainly look hilarious. Like a little steel ducky. In fact, what is steel duck in Dutch? Do I have a translation app on my phone that does Dutch? I should do. Yep. Steel duck. Oh, that's even a kind of cool sounding name. Starland End or End. But it looks like Starland End if you read it in British English. Sure. The steel duck. Kind of love it. Okay, how many of these bad boys can we... Well, I want to build 2. How much are they a month? 4 million. Oh, yeah, we can afford that. Build 2 of them, please. 1 in Amsterdam and the other in Antwerp. Perfect. And then once they're finished, then I can redeploy the Van Uyck and the Holland to foreign parts. Put them over here. Put them in one in Batavia, for instance. But we can distribute a little bit. You can see now it's now 1893. There's been a reasonable time skip. In terms of our economy, we have grown to 16.1, so we're doing very nicely there. We do have a little bit of negative relations going on, including with Japan. Now, Japan is potentially a country we could attack. Maybe try and take Okinawa, or possibly even going for, like, Korea or something. So I don't hate the negative relations with them, but negative relations with Italy I am not interested in. So let's improve that. Otherwise, things very, very quiet. No wars so far. Again, Japan and China really don't like each other. Austrians and the British starting to get a bit funny with each other. Spain and the US, again. Russia and a whole bunch of people. So there might be a war brewing, but it's not there yet. In terms of research, we're doing okay. I was kind of hoping this would be induced boilers, but it's not. We don't really have much new stuff coming down the pipe. So it is just sitting here and teching up and trying to make sure that, yeah, we don't get in trouble. Once I get the induced boilers, I think I might do a cheeky little refit of our existing ships. Not the ones we just built, but our other ships. But yeah, nice and quiet. Good start so far. Welcome back. I just got the experimental scout cruiser. That's a very interesting hull to get a hold of. And the actual reason I started recording was because Japan and China have gone to war with each other. It's not necessarily going to cause a domino effect, but it might. Yeah, Germany and the US don't like China very much. And everyone else hates Japan. So, yeah, that could potentially spiral. Our battleships are 3 months away from being completed, which is pretty cool. But I want to look at that new hull. Experimental. Oh, my word. That's a good hull to get this early. We want as many of these as we can get, basically. 23 knot top speed is actually not bad. Really not bad. We want to make them big. Can you go -8? I want a 4,000 tonner. Perfect. Okay, but don't want to change these just now because I do want range. I do want bulkheads. We still don't have induced boilers, unfortunately. Or nickel steel. So these are going to be basic ships, but not that basic. I'm just worried about the number of funnels I'm going to need to shove on there. Right, what's the best? 11 divided by 13.8. 12.5 divided by 19.6. That's just generally worse. 27 divided by 38.7. Yeah, standard funnels. Rocket is looking into... Oh, what? What? Rocket's looking into funnels anyway, but I have a new issue. What? Part? What do you mean, guys? Oh, dearie me. Now, if you are playing the Dreadnought Improvement Project, I highly recommend that you join my Discord. There's a link in the video description, because then you can directly submit feedback as soon as you come across an error like this. I don't know enough to fix it myself is the problem. I mean, I can just go in and change what funnels it uses, but... Yeah, so annoyingly, this hull, which is a really fucking good hull to get, I can't use. It also unlocked very early. Very early. What year is it? Yep. So this, we are in 1894 with the... What tech was it that gave it to me? It's the one we just got. 4,500 ton light cruiser. Now, I can move where hulls unlock in the tech tree easily enough. That should not be unlocking there. That should be unlocking with one of the actual light cruiser techs. Oh well. Well, that was a bit of a disappointment. I will keep an eye on the war. See if we get any action going on over there. We can see naval invasions and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, still very quiet for the Netherlands. Welcome back. Just a quick update on the war between China and Japan, which seems to be over, with China taking North Korea, both parts of it. So an early loss for Japan, which is interesting. They're down to a single cruiser, heavy cruiser, and a single protected cruiser, and they're repairing 2 ships. Don't know what those are. Whereas China also lost a fair bit of fleet, to be fair. So they battered each other, but yeah, Japan lost on land. Yeah, fair enough. Things looking all right for us. We just passed the 20 billion threshold, which is nice. We've got a little bit negative relations with Japan, which again is fine, and Scandinavia, which is also fine. They're a close European rival. We could maybe try and take Denmark or something off them. They also have Faroe Islands and Iceland and Greenland and places like that, which could also be quite useful for us. Because, yeah, if we take all this, then not that the game models this, but we don't have to go out through the English Channel, and we don't have to go between 2 empires if we want to get out into the North Sea. Yeah, because if Britain and Scandinavia decided to go against us, we can't really access the wider world, which is a bit of a problem. So yeah, we could go up and secure all of this. I'd love to grab Western Germany, but that is probably a long-term goal. Get Helgoland though. We're not ready for that though. Research continues. We're about to get induced draft boilers, which is fantastic. I think that means we can do a kind of early refit. We're about to get Battleship 3 and the semi-dreadnought as well, which is pretty early to get those, so might do some more building in a little bit. Welcome back. I think it's time to start work on an ocean-going ship. Now, we have the Battleship 2, the 3, and the semi-dreadnought, but there's no rush. If we're getting semi-dreadnought, I think this is probably going to be it until we get dreadnoughts. So we might as well build on the Battleship 2, because there's also the only one that we can max out the displacement on currently. In fact, I'd like to get a little bit of extra displacement on it. Maybe a little bit of extra draft. Like 1% extra draft. 2%. Yeah, we're going to go for 14,000 tons. 18 knots. We do want to keep this kind of as is. Yes, we do want some towers. We do want some funnels. Possibly 4 of them. With an induced boiler. Wow, 400%. Since when can it get to 400? I thought it was supposed to cap out at 300. Or is it just that the bonus caps out at 300? Well, we don't need all those funnels then, do we? We just need 2. Well, that's nice. And it also gives me a decent bit of range. Guns. I do want those 12s. This is going to have way less in the way of secondaries, of course, compared to the steel ducks. Okay, that looks solid to me. Looks like a solid ship. We've got nickel steel armor now, which is very nice, and reinforced bulkheads. I'm going to stick with the soft cap. Oh, no, not ballast light. No. Advanced hydraulic, that's new. Very good. Very good. That we're only on 85. That is promising. So, 53% armor quality. Good stuff. Yeah, I love a 14-inch main belt, but that's going to be pushing it, isn't it? And then we want to bounce those 6-inch kind of sized guns. We don't want to take any deck hits. And yeah, tower 14 as well. That's where adding armor to the turrets is going to be an issue. Okay, let's lower this to 12. Let's go 4 for those. 5% over. Well, we do have plenty of range, so we might be able to do this with just reducing the coal. There we go. Enough to get more main belt armor. 13.4. Well, okay. How much are they compared to our steel ducks? Ooh, yeah, they're a lot more. Possibly sufficiently expensive I can only build one, but let's go check in with the treasury. So we're currently on plus 11 million. No, we can build 2. 2 it is. Cool. Now these being more ocean going, I actually want to deploy. No, I think I am going to keep them in Amsterdam and Antwerp because I'm probably going to operate one big blob anyway. But yes, that is good. That is good that we have those. This should fix itself, and if it doesn't, I don't mind running into the naval funds a little bit. We have spare capacity. It's not endless though. How much have we got spare at the moment? 36 minus 28, 8,000, which is maybe enough to get these 2 done. So let's get the armoured cruisers refitted. These were probably the worst of the designs for episode 1. So that will make a big difference. Being able to upgrade that. Oh, we've got hydraulic steering. I don't even know if I put that on the battleship, but it's fine. Reinforce those bulkheads. I can switch to soft cap, gun cotton, white powder, bigger torps, better turret, and a rangefinder. Good, 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 good. Now, we could up the bulkheads to many. But I'd first like to get that 6 inches of belt armor that I was originally wanting to put on. Damn it. 5.9? Stop it. Okay, fine. 5.9 and many bulkheads. We're getting there with these ships. We're getting there. And yeah, they do seem to just be bulk. I'm going to put one, and I'm gonna do them one at a time, so that I don't go over the cap, and then we can have a look at the light cruiser. Oh, hello. The Russians and the Byzantine Empire have gone to war, and the Britain has come in on the Roman side. So is France. Okay, well, that's going to end badly for Russia, I suspect. Oh, God. What's it done to our relations? Oh, we're fine. We'll just need to say hello to the Byzantine Empire. Give them a basket of waffles or tulips or something. Right. Stroopwafel. Ooh, awesome. Hagelslag. Delicious. Anyway, yes. The Van Ueks have been refitted now, so I can get rid of the original design. Next, I want to move on to the Rotterdams, because we also have the 4-inch Mark II, I believe. Yes, so these are going to need a significant redesign. It's a shame we never got to see the original in action. I'll do all the components first. Cool. So, we do not need all the funnels. In fact, we could go down to 1 funnel. Take all of those off. Now, in fact, all the guns have to come off. Jesus. Well, we can keep with the spirit. We can have a single 4-inch or 4.5 now on significantly better weapons. And let's have Mark II 3 inches down the sides, like so. So it's somewhat less heavily armed, unfortunately. But that's weight saving, hopefully means we'll be able to get significantly more armor on the ship. And these are turreted guns, so they're now armored, which is nice. Can we lengthen things now? Oh, we can. 4-inch, 36. Sure, why not? With 3-inch 50s. And let's fix some other things. Standard crew quarters, maximum bulkheads. And it can now carry some extra coal, making it actually useful to get out there and do some stuff. So, yeah, a rather radical refit. Sorry if you liked the old one, but yeah, I think this is actually a more balanced and superior design. 3 months to refit them. And how many tons were they? 3,000. So I could probably do these in 2s. So I'm going to do 2 sets of 2s, and then move on to the torpedo boats. Okay. Yep, things are happening. Austria joins on the Russian side, which means Britain and France, yeah, join against Austria. Again, we just want to stay well out of it. So, Byzantines improve. We'll improve relations with Austria as well. We're not interested in any conflict down here. We have no way of accessing the Mediterranean. We have no interests over here. At all. In no way. So yeah, I want to stay well out of that. I feel like we could maybe get another one of the Rotterdams refitting. I think we can get all of them refitting. Huzzah. Right. Let's re-expand the shipyard. That will cost me some money, but that's fine. And yeah, we'll complete those refits, and then we'll get the torpedo boats done. Ooh, we also have a new cruiser. Armor Cruiser 4. That could potentially be quite interesting. I do want to get the Z1s refitted first. Which should just be a case of upgrading their engines. Oh, get cat shells, gun cotton, white powder, bigger torps, and a rangefinder. And then we can throw the... Oh, we can dump a funnel, get an extra torpedo, and range or speed. I'm tempted to increase range, to be honest, because with maximum range, these things can be kind of annoying. Basically able to catch basically any cruisers or battleships and transports. They're fast enough to catch them. Yeah, let's go for that. And we should be able to refit all of them. Yep, no problems. Cool. That's also going to cost me money. But what about that cruiser? What are we getting here? Armored Cruiser 4. Oh, a proper armoured cruiser. Oh, yes, please. It's not wide enough for my taste. Let's make it wide and shallow draft, because otherwise that looks normal to me now. How big are we talking? Yeah, sure. 8,200 tons. 21 knots technically, but realistically, we're probably best off sticking to 18. 7. Yeah, this is the best front tower. Might as well use the best kit we have access to. I'm assuming a funnel is good. What? What's... Oh, I haven't done anything here. Yeah, induced, balanced, hydraulic. Alright, now what are we talking with these? 2. Yeah, I just need 2 funnels. That's fine. Yeah, those are pretty much perfect. 2 of those. Or I could go 3 standards, which is probably more efficient. 4.5 divided by 104 is 0.04. And this one is 6.5 divided by 160. Oh, they're pretty similar, actually. We'll go with the 2 then. Because that does keep the keep things reasonable. Right. Casemates, 5 inches. Well, actually, no. Hold on. They're Mark 1s. No, we should use 4-inch guns. So we can have access to the Mark 2 without needing a refit. Do we have any Mark 2? Yes. 9 and 10-inch guns. Okay, it's a bit... Given how building has gone already, I'm going to go with 9s. Because I have a suspicion that we're going to have trouble with the weight here. Nickel steel, bobette, anti-torp, citadel, increased AP. Let's go soft cap, and increased HE. Standard shield still, gun cotton, enhanced, like rangefinder, armor. Okay. So we definitely don't want to take a hit from a 5-inch gun. So we're talking... In fact, ideally we'd be able to block a 7-inch gun, but that's gonna be tough. Because I think we can block both AP from a 5 and HE from most cruiser guns. Yeah. If we have, say, 2.5 on the 4.5 belt, that should block most stuff. Deck armor, yeah, 0.5, 0.2, which is fairly minimal. Let's get 2.5 on the superstructure. Main belt, we really want to be as thick as possible. 8, okay. Let's go 0.2 on that. What are these? 37s? Can we make them 40s? No, we'll go 38s then. And these 35s. 3% over. Ooh. Okay. That's not too bad at all. We can probably do that by dumping out the coal. Yeah? Yeah, that works. That's a pretty efficient little design. Big guns. Well, as I say, it's pretty efficient design. I think that's pretty solid for an armoured cruiser of the mid to late 1890s. I think that's a solid little ship. Certainly a hell of a lot better than the Amelias. Sorry, Amelias. Oh no, sorry, that's the battleship. The Van Uecks. Sorry, they are considerably more than a Van Ueck. They're almost as much as a steel duck. They're very expensive for what I'm getting. But I personally think that is a solid... That's a solid armoured cruiser there. Yeah, I like them. We'll save that. Now, money is the issue at the moment. But how many of these can we fit under construction? Probably only one. Yeah, it is only one. Only one. We'll let the game decide where it goes. Just for funds. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to keep that in Amsterdam. 12 months to build that. We might be able to get another one once the battleship's finished, but I'm probably going to move on to new battleships, so we're probably only going to get one. It's going to be a unique ship, even though I think it's a pretty solid design. Maybe I just keep it around and just keep building them, because I think they're solid ships. Maybe we do a refit later on, copy it and make a new design or something. That's another possibility. Yeah, okay. Cool. What's going on in the world? How's this war going? Ah, yes. I remember from playing the Byzantines that this could be an issue, but look at that. Not only are there 130,000 legionaries, there's also 100,000 British and 22,000 French. So right. Sorry about that. Yeah. What else is going on? Yeah, the Russians are trying to push south into Persia. Oh, yeah, no, the British are pushing back into Uzbekistan. There's a naval invasion here, although that's not doing anything just now. What about on the Baltic front? Doesn't seem to be much. Navy-wise, though, Russia's already been in a battle, clearly. They have 8 cruisers operational. Even the Byzantines are going to give them a run for their money. Never mind adding in Britain and France, who both have large fleets. Okay. Well, we're well out of it. Just need to make sure the Byzantines and the Austrians are still on our side. Yeah, no, things looking okay for us, I would say. We're starting to build up a little fleet. Once we've got 4 battleships, that'll put us pretty high on the list of fleets. That makes us a mid-tier power, having the 4. And then we can start to build up our cruiser and cruiser fleet. Although it's tempting to just go a very battleship-heavy fleet. Have lots of battleships. Although investing in pre-dreadnoughts not always the cleverest, because they will end up being out of date, but that's something for future me to worry about. Right, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.